Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Chicago Cubs taking on the Houston Astros. We get a chance to watch one of the hottest bats in the game. He's been huge for his team, Singy.
Yeah, just impressive contact and seems to find every gap available, Boog. I can't wait to see him in action in this one. Practically unstoppable.
And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Just about ready to go. And on the hill, the big righty, Hayden Wesneski. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
Just off the inside edge. And a foul ball makes the count 2-1.
Ball, that pitch is out.
Swing and a miss.
Great velocity at 97 at the top of the zone.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. And he grounds one to the right side. One out in the top of the first. Here's a look at the Cubs lineup. It features one of the sport's true superstars, Kyle Tucker.
And Boog, he's their team leader in home runs, so the pitchers on that other side, man, they took a lot of time preparing for him in that pregame meeting. He's got a lot of pop, and it's real pop. It's not fluky at all. He can absolutely change the outlook of a game very quickly, so watch out when he steps in.
Michael Busch stands in here, takes ball one low. Next offering is in for a strike.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
One down, base is empty. Swings and misses, 2 away.
Batting third
There's Nolan Arenado.
I'm liking the power he's shown recently. 3 home runs over the last 5 games.
That one's upstairs, ball 1. Two out, space is empty. Line drive, makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. The Cubs 0, the Astros coming up to hit. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back here in Houston, and our pitcher in this game, Jameson Taillon.
Well, it hasn't been a great year so far in terms of ERA, but he's had some decent games, and there have been some flashes of greatness, if you will. We'll see today if he's able to get ahead of hitters and perhaps get some swings and misses, put himself in a position to bring that ERA down, because in the back of his mind, beyond the W, he wants to have a better earned run average.
He swings and hits a fly ball, center field. Shaw pulls it in on the run. Now we check out the Astros lineup. And one to watch, of course, their 3-hole hitter, Yainer Diaz.
And Boog, he's a fun at bat to watch. I mean, definitely a threat whenever he's got that bat in his hands. But for me, it's all about the mechanics. They're so sound. And when he gets his foot down on time and starts his swing, so much consistency, that bat stays in the zone for a long time, and he squares up the baseball a lot.
Strike one. Tyone with some less than fantastic work on the hill lately.
Even the best pitchers of all time have had stretches where nothing was working for him on the mound. Maybe he needs to have his turn in the rotation skipped or something. Get his mind right to get back on track.
That one
ball,
not close.
2 strikes.
1-2 the count. There's a swing and a drive. Going back. Just missed it.
Outstanding catch right there, and I love the commitment that he showed. He knew that the wall was close, but was determined to make that catch, and a nice calculation of just how much room he had to try to minimize that contact.
On the ground to third, and it goes just foul. Close, but called a ball. And it's 1-1.
Just missing off the plate there, according to the umpire. And out there on the mound, maybe trying to get an explanation. Can't say he's convinced, but it looks like he's accepted it.
And a foul ball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Astros go down 1-2-3. Scoreless after 1. Back here in Houston, stepping in the long ball threat, Kyle Tucker. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on base and slugging too. Wisniewski back to work. Clips the outside corner, and that is strike one.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power, but then if this hitter gets a strike or two on him, he's still very comfortable. And because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
Foul tip. Oh, that got our umpire. And it looks like it got him upstairs. Set down on strikes. That was pretty nasty. Dansby Swanson stands in.
A lot of clutch hitting from him recently. More than an RBI per game over his last 10.
And the first offering is not close. Swanson with another scorching run of play lately.
We've gotten used to seeing him put together impressive stretches throughout his career, Boog. When he's going like he is right now, it's really fun to watch him.
One now. Just missed. One out, base is empty.
Ball. 3 balls, 1 strike.
Called strike right there.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk. And that's how they get their first base runner of the game.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch. And I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Here's O'Neal Cruz. That one's in there, 0-1.
0-1.
I understand you want to try to gauge that guy's fastball, but you also have to be aggressive and ready to hit in your zone. Now you're in a tough spot.
Hit on the ground, might be 2. To Pena at second for one. Throw to first, but he beat it. And now it's Miguel Amaya. And first offering is fouled off. And ball one. Two gone, but the go-ahead run is at first here at the top of the second. And that's fouled off. Gets a piece and stays alive.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
2 outs. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. Cubs leave one. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. We head to the bottom of the second. So here's the Astros cleanup hitter, Yordan Alvarez. Saying you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He's the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
Swings and pulls it foul to the right side. The 0-2. Rip towards third. Over to first. Great pick.
Good stretch there to make the play. It looks like someone added a little yoga to their daily routine, if you ask me.
Walker.
And now it's Christian Walker. Outside. And that's ball one. Nothing here in the bottom of the second. Close one, doesn't get the call. And now 2-0. Eric Summersgill with home plate duty in this one. Kind of known for being generous with the corners, Chris.
You know, I think that used to be a lot bigger deal in past eras where pitchers were working more in and out with their pitches. But yeah, we'll see if those corners come into play in this one. Hey, no pitcher's going to argue at all.
And that's outside. It is ball four, and he's on base. And that's their first base runner of the game.
It all just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
Runner takes off, and that one fouled off. That's a laser base hit. They get it in quickly. So first and second, now 1 out.
Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
First and second, 1 out. Chas McCormick up next for the Astros. Check swing, and he went. And the count even at 1.
1-1.
And the pitch. And that's down and away.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Walker at second. Baden at first. One gone. And fouled off. Two on, one out. Got him looking. Two away.
No, you got to be ready to swing the bat with a runner in scoring position and 2 strikes. Just put the ball in place somewhere, and you got a chance. Very frustrating for him, I'm sure. See if the next guy can pick him up.
Jorbeat Bebos up next for the Astros. In the dirt. Tag, save. He's into third of the wild pitch.
No trouble moving up to second on that play with the ball getting that far away from the catcher. Nice job to take advantage of the wild pitch.
And he hits a ground ball right side. Horner tosses to first. Third out. So they strand a pair. We play 2 full. No score. Welcome back. Last series, the pitching was not good as we take a check of the numbers. The wind of the pitch. That to right. McCormick trying to get there. Hauls it in for the out.
Batting ninth, second baseman, Nico Horner.
Nico Horner will come up to hit. He's kind of an outlier, especially when guys are consciously sacrificing contact to deliver power. Off the mark there. Ball 1.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
Just missed. When you look at the elite teams in the game right now, there is going to be the slug. No question about it. But the really good offensive teams combine slug with more contact, with less swing and miss. McCormick makes the grab, and there's 2 away. Back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. Ian Happ, the next Cub to hit. He's 0 for 1. Ground ball to the right side. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Safe at first. No play. We'll see how they score this. And next for the Cubs, Michael Busch. Throw to first. Happ back in on a dive. Busch throws right, bats left. 27 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2019. Pitch is in for a strike. It's 0-1. Late swing, foul to the left. Pitch misses there, and the count is 1-2.
2 strikes the count.
Out to short, Pena. They get the force, and that is the inning. 1 left for the Cubs. And we are still scoreless. Welcome back as we take a peek at the starting pitching so far this year.
Jake Myers.
And the first pitch misses for ball one.
1-0.
And that one is inside. And another ball. Next offering is in for a strike. On the ground to the left. Gets to it with a slide. Throw to first. And very nicely done for the out.
Now batting, left fielder, Taylor.
This is such a difficult play for third baseman, Chris. A sliding stop and worthy of another look with StatCast.
Well, I'll tell you, man, I'm frustrated if I'm the one hustling down the line the whole time, thinking I've got a knock and going to beat the throw, and then, boom, you hear the ball hit the mid, and you're out. That's just a great stop and great throw.
Trammell in the box now as he looks at ball one. Second plate appearance of the day for him. Ripped on the ground to second. And two straight set down to begin the bottom of the third.
Now batting, the shortstop,
Jeremy Pena getting ready to hit. Fly to left his first time. Fought off foul. And the sweeper misses for a ball. Still tied at 0. Last of the third. Lifted in the air, right field. Happ hauls it in to end the inning. Nothing doing here this half. On to inning number 4. We're tied 0-0. Back here at Dyken Park, here's Nolan Arenado.
Third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
First pitch, and he just misses.
He's been pitching well, but going through this middle of the order second time through, we'll see what kind of adjustments are being made.
Just missed.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
And there's a ball. That one fouled off. This one popped up. Pena makes the catch for the out.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Kyle Tucker.
So here's Kyle Tucker now. Went down on strikes his first time through. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. Fourth inning underway. No score.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit. Just not able to square it up.
Late on that fastball.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
And it's even up. On the ground, Pena handles, throws the first. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 4th.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Swanson digs in. He reached out a walk his first time. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. And you played behind guys, and they loved having your speed out there defensively. One of the things that we talk about is how much pitchers enjoy having those elite defenders behind them. Pitch misses, and the count is 1-1.
Boog, and the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting-wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game is play great defense if you're talented in that way, and this is what this guy does.
Hit in the air, center field. Myers settles underneath it. And that is that. On to the bottom of the 4th now. Still with no score. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Catcher, Diaz.
Late swing fouled off.
Off the plate, ball 1.
Swings and misses. 1-2. And Chris, beyond the fact that he's so incredible defensively, he also can swing the stick. Out to short. Slings to first, and one gone in the 4th as they get the leadoff man.
For the Astros, designated hitter, Yordan Alvarez.
Here's Yordan Alvarez. First time up, he grounded to 3rd. And he takes a strike. All tied up. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Swing and a ball ripped right field. And that one back. And that one is gone. He sends it out of here. It's 1-0. That's his 3rd straight game with a homer, Singy.
This dude is on fire, Boog. These kinds of streaks just don't come around too often. When you're working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity. He was all over that fastball.
Base is empty, 1 away. And next to hit for Houston, Christian Walker. First pitch misses. One down, base is empty.
Ball, that's out.
He's clearly trying to work him away here. Both pitches off the plate. If you really want to put the ball in play, you're going to have to stay back and drive it to the opposite field.
Tayo maybe a little less aggressive on the mound right now after that home run, Chris.
Yeah, it seems that way. You know, pitchers, they can come out, feel good, but then all of a sudden get touched up a little bit, and they start trying to throw instead of pitch. They're not trusting their stuff.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That K is his third of the game. Brett Beatty up next for the Astros. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Well, he's been good for the most part. Is it going to take someone going out to the mound to maybe refocus him a bit?
Well, partner, every pitcher's a little different. I liken it to you. Sometimes you come in and you're not as focused, and I kind of do what it takes to get you on track, and then you have a great show. So perhaps it's the same with him. Nobody really wants their rhythm broken up, but sometimes they need a little pick-me-up.
Fastball in for a strike. Now 1-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. A rope into right, and that's a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. Chas McCormick now at the plate. There's the strike. That one finds the corner, and the count is 0-2.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
Swing and a ball popped in the air, and that'll fall for a base hit. And now 2 aboard.
Now batting, second baseman, Jorby Bebos.
Jorby Bebos digs in now. Grounded out his first time. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
0-1's the count.
Two on, 2 outs. That one down the line, and foul ball. On the ground, right side. They take the force out, inning over, and it could have been worse. Yordan Alvarez goes yard for Houston. It's now 1-0. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Wisniewski back to work. Fastball is outside.
You know, these Cubs just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. With just one hit in the game, they're clearly frustrated and searching for answers at this point.
Throws to first in time, and the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th.
Thing about frustration, though, it gets you nowhere as a hitter. It's easy to get there, but the best thing you can do is simplify the approach and take things one pitch at a time.
Miguel Amaya, the next to hit, struck out swinging his first time. And that's outside. And that's ball 1.
He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start.
Next offering is in for a strike.
In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
Next offering way upstairs.
Oh, they have had a hard time scoring in this one. The pitcher out there on the mound wants to keep attacking, make sure that they don't get any confidence.
And now the count filled up 3-2.
Well, that's that slurve right there. He threw it extremely well. And talk about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
And down on strikes. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
A really nice job of finishing the hitter off right there. Glove side command, fastball firm to the outside corner. Tell you what, very difficult to do anything with that pitch, even if you do swing.
So up now for Chicago, Matt Shaw. That's outside. Ball 1. And that one fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. And that's downstairs and outside.
2-1.
Ripped to right. And base hit. Around first and hustling for second. And now the tying run is into scoring position.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. Now a pretty big at bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
Here's Nico Horner. Flied to right his first time. That misses. 1-0.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Swing and a drive. Deep left field. Caught just shy of the wall. Cubs leave 1. They're down 1-0. Welcome back as we take a check of the current standings.
Center fielder, Jake Myers.
Just missed. And he lays down a bunt. Not in time. An infield knock to start the inning.
Now batting, left fielder,
He was racing down the line and probably didn't assume he was going to be safe until his foot hit the bag and looked up for the umpire. Nice bunt and great hustle to get himself a knock.
Here's Taylor Trammell. 0 for 2 in this one. And that one upstairs, ball 1. That clips the corner.
Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it, and a teaser just off the edge of the plate.
That one ripped. A dive, and he can't haul it in. Lead runner makes the turn at second. Rounds third, headed for the plate. The relay, the tag out.
A lot of real estate to cover on that play defensively. A long throw to the cutoff man, and then a lot of ground to make up as well on the relay. But an excellent job of execution and getting that out at the dish as he tried to make it home all the way from first base.
Jeremy Pena getting ready to hit. And that one's a little bit low. And it's 1-0.
1-0.
One out, and a runner at second. Last half of inning number 5. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. He makes the grab, and there's 2 away.
Got the pitch that he wanted, just a little bit quick. Front shoulder open, backside collapsed a little bit, and the launch angle not where he needed it to be.
And the batter now, Yainer Diaz. So RBI spot, but Chris, this is a guy that is not really swinging the bat all that well here.
In this situation, you have a real good opportunity to get swings and misses and record a strikeout. I think you attack him in this spot.
Up and in, and that is ball 1. Movement in the Cubs bullpen. Daniel Palencia up and throwing for manager Craig Counsell. Brown getting cranked up as well. Man on second, 2 down.
Hey.
And a foul ball. Struck him out looking. 1 left for Houston, but they still lead it 1-0. Top of the 6th inning. Ian Happ up to hit.
Well, both sides equally as strong, so not a good time to try to turn him around with a relief pitcher and put him on the other side of the plate.
And there's a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
No, that's low.
That missed by a lot. And that's ball 2. And he swings through.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
And a swing and a miss. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Now the number 2 hitter, Michael Busch. Line drive ripped down the left side towards the left field corner. Makes the turn and heads for second. To second, pulls him off the bag.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Pitch was away, and he did exactly what you're supposed to do with it. Drive it the other way. Just go with the pitch.
One out, runner at second. So now it's Nolan Arenado. Just missed.
Hey.
With the go-ahead run at the plate, and we're the top half of the 6th. Next offering is in for a strike.
Getting a little frustrated with the strike zone.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. And Nato is set down on strikes. Here's Kyle Tucker.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
gets through there for a strike.
Well, and at bat can be a little bit of a dance. Strike one here, but a few more pitches. We'll see how it turns out.
Next pitch is outside. And that's outside.
One strike.
Swing and a foul out of play. Runner at second, 2 down. On the ground, right side, Bebus. In plenty of time to first, and Tucker is retired. Out number 3. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. It's the Astros 1 and the Cubs nothing. And we're back. John Shelby with Chris Singleton in the booth, and leading off the bottom of the 6th, Yordan Alvarez. And that's in for a strike. 0-1. Alvarez, 27 years old, and he was selected to the All-Star game last year. And there's a fly ball deep right field, reaching for it and brings it in.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it, but in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
And it's fouled away. One down, base is empty. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate. Gets to it onto first. Gets the out, 2 down after the strikeout.
Up next for the Astros.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's the third baseman, Brett Beatty. He's 2 for 2. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. Ripped, but it curls foul. That misses the zone. Now 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
That's off the mark. 2 balls, 2 strikes. That was the sweeper, but it missed. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Right side. Horner gets it to first. Inning over. Nothing doing there for Houston. They lead it 1-0.
Now pitching
Sean Reed Foley gets handed the rock out of the pen.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Well, 1-run game, and now it's Dansby Swanson. And that one fouled off. Breaking ball misses down and away. drilled in the air out towards right center. McCormick trying to get there. He's got it, and there's one down.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
Now here is O'Neal Cruz. And that misses. Ball one. Holding on to a one-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. And the slider just misses.
Tried to backdoor him with that slider right there, but just missed off the plate. Good pitch, though.
Next offering is down low.
Hey!
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. And that puts the tying run on base.
He was all over that one. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know, they used to say, charge it. Crazy. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Here's the catcher, Miguel Amaya, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
That's off the mark, and the count 1-2.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Not close with that one, and the count now even up. Stays alive. There goes the runner. Swing and a miss. Throw there. Safe. And the tying run is now in scoring position. That was close, but StatCast shows us why he so often seems to be on the safe side of these steal attempts, Chris.
Yeah, you see that plus speed, and he needed every last bit of it to swipe that bag. Such a threat on the bases.
And here is Matt Shaw. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. So the tying run at second. And another ball. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. On the run, sends it over to first. On the money, nice play. One left for the Cubs, and it remains 1-0. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Daniel Palencia. This is his first appearance of the season.
Number 48, Daniel Palencia.
And stepping in for the Astros, Chas McCormick,
Right
1 for 2. He's one of those Dave McCarty, Mark Carrion, Ricky Henderson types. Throw left, bat right.
You make a note of those guys because it's just different. It's like, man, you're left-handed, but you hit right-handed.
Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Porter Hodge up and throwing for manager Craig Counsell. Number 43 warming up as well. Swinging a foul straight back. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Now batting, second baseman, Jorby.
So next up for Houston, Jorby B-Boss. That's a little bit low. McCormick gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Next pitch is downstairs. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
Splits the plate, and it's 2-1 now. And a foul ball, he stays alive.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
And a swing and a miss. Now one away.
That was a really nice pitch call for that put-away slider right there. You look at the sequence in that at bat, and he hadn't thrown it yet, so this makes it really tough to recognize and fight off with 2 strikes. I'm sure it looked like a fastball all the way until it wasn't.
Jake Myers up next for the Astros. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. That one's upstairs, ball 1.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
Hit in the air, left field. Shaw nabs it, and there are 2 down.
Now batting, left fielder, Taylor Trammell.
Taylor Trammell now at the plate, 1 for 3. That one a little bit high, and that's ball 1.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
1-1.
Outside low, and it's 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
This one ripped, but foul to the right. That one to first, and it finds its way through for a hit. And now 2 aboard.
Now batting, the shortstop.
So up next, Jeremy Pena. 0 for 3 in this one. Pitch misses. 1-0.
1-0.
That one hammered, but pulled foul.
Looked like you got a little excited on that fastball. Got to think to yourself, I want to stay up the middle. That way, if you're a little bit early, you hit it out of the ballpark. If you're a little late, opposite field not.
This one lifted in the air, left field. Shaw. And that'll do it. 2 left for the Astros, but they're on top 1-0.
Now pitching.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th.
Number
Ryan
74.
King.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
So here's Horner now. Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out. That breaking ball drops in for a strike. There's a line drive to left field. Could be extra bases. Now he turns and heads for second. Here comes the throw. Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
Well, just a total nightmare for lefties. I'd be very surprised to see that matchup again. Kind of a risky pitch coming inside with the breaking ball like that. You have to bury it. Otherwise, it's not too difficult to get the bat to it like he did that time. And now a crucial opportunity to tie up this game with another base hit.
And up next for Chicago, Ian Happ. And there's a strike to the outside corner. 0-1.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
And that one is lifted in the air. McCormick on the run. Drops into the glove. Runner tags at second, and he makes it up to third with 1 away. So digging in,
now
Michael Busch.
The goal is to give your teammate a chance to score from third. There's a few ways he can get it done, but his best chance is to drive one in the air. Look for the right pitch up and then smoke it.
And he won around. Just enough that time.
Don't be surprised, to ball on the ground to the corners, that they come home with the baseball instead of going to first base.
The 0-1. Back to the mound. It hit him. Whips it to first on the run. And it beats him. What a play.
Now pitching.
Taylor Scott, ready or not, in the game now after the injury. He has a great slider with tons of movement. Here's Nolan Arenado.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
And there's the strike.
Well, that's really the money spot, down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you'd love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
The tying run is 90 feet away. And the next pitch is way outside. And just misses with that one.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
That one just misses, and it's 3-2.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Kyle Tucker would be next. Big bat with a potentially huge opportunity. Got him. Huge strikeout there.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Now pitching for
Back
Chicago.
now, new pitcher on the mound as we
Number
roll into the
37.
bottom of the 8th, Porter Hodge.
Porter Hodge.
Coming on to face a righty here, and he's been fantastic against him this year. His numbers in those matchups are very good.
3, 4, 5 due up for the home team. Yainer Diaz digs in now. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. To third, Arenado. Throws across the diamond. 1 up, 1 down.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball
Now
game.
batting, the designated hitter, Yordan
Now it's
Alvarez.
Yordan Alvarez. He's already homered here in this one. And first offering is fouled off. One down, base is empty.
Ball.
Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Ben Brown up and throwing for manager Craig Counsell. He swings and fouls one off. Base is empty, 1 away. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. That one is
Ball that
upstairs.
Good purpose pitch right there. Trying to tease him, get him to raise his sights, pop something up, and make it an easy out.
3-2.
And that's in the dirt. Center field. Cruz sizes this one up. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's 2 away.
Now batting, first baseman.
Digging in, Christian Walker. A walk and a pair of strikeouts. That one
Ball
not
1, no
close.
strike.
And that's ball 1. There's the strike.
That splitty's a pretty nasty pitch. Explodes out of the hand, looks like a fastball, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Top of the zone, and it's called a strike. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Amaya gathers, throws the first. That completes the strikeout, and that'll do it. Offense held in check there. 9th inning coming up. It's the Astros 1 and the Cubs nothing. And welcome back to the
Leading off for the
ballpark.
Cubs,
And now the
designated
DH,
hitter,
Kyle Tucker. And that is out of play. Looking to get the tying run on base. Inside corner, that's a strike. And it's 0-2.
Well, it looks like he's wanting to work the upper part of the strike zone. What does that mean? Top hand better be working for the hitters. Adjust that side a little bit. Give yourself a chance to hit.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Myers under this one. And out number 1 on the ground. That's a big first out right there, and that changes things.
Yeah, you can kind of see how just the hope and optimism is shrunk a little bit, but they got a couple more outs to work with. They got to find a way to get a runner on and get one around the bases.
Swanson in the box now. Takes strike 1.
Late in the game, everyone gets a little tighter. Way to get ahead on a really good hitter right there.
Fastball is outside. And he grounds one back up the middle. Tosses to first, and Swanson is set down.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
So they're down to their final out. O'Neal Cruz will hit next. Scott, 32 years old, and he was a 5th-round pick back in 2011. They're down to their final strike.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters Got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
Scott is just one strike away. Misses, and it's 1-2.
Well, as a pitcher, when you make a big pitch down around the knees and don't get the call, it'll eat at you out there. So some handle it a little bit better than others. And right here, clearly letting the ump hear it a little bit.
That one just misses.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Next offering is downstairs.
Big pitch coming right here. Last thing he wants to do is put the tying run on base, but he can't groove one either.
And the tying run is on base.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
And next for the Cubs, Miguel Amaya. 3 strikeouts already. He's 0 for 3. Runner on the move. Pitching for a strike. Throw to second. Great jump. And that is a stolen base. It wasn't even close. Hit to right, and that ought to do it. He pulls it down. Ball game. And the Astros take the series opener here at home.
The ball for his first career save deserves to be on display at his house. I mean, it's kind of like when a restaurant frames its first dollar bill somewhere on a wall. You just can't forget your first save.
1-0 the final. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.